Good morning. Today is the 40th of July and this is part 3 of a slightly shambolic shuffle around the 2024 BMC and Leyland show here at the British Motor Museum at Gaydon in Warwickshire. I do apologise in advance if I fall over, if I get interrupted by announcements, if there is wind noise, if I get things wrong. I almost got run over there, viewers. Just the way it goes on this channel, I'm afraid. Watching the wrong video if you expect excellence. I found something very, very good though. An Austin Ambassador in beige, and yes, it is a wide-reg one, of course. I've actually driven a wide-reg Austin Ambassador earlier this year. The car itself is actually here, but we'll get to it later. Another one, there's a 2 litre HL like the one I drove. We'll see the one I drove back in May later on, but there we go. They're very, very rare cars, these. There's like, I think 15 on the road or something, and they are just sublimely wonderful. Next to it we've got a whole load of Austin 3 litres. These were made from 1968 to 1971, I believe. Rear wheel drive, but centre section of course based on the Land Crab. 69 to 70 this one. Loads and loads of cabin space. This one's an auto. You could also get manuals. I think most of them have these wheels on them as well. 68, 69 this one. And yeah, this one's a 4-speed manual. That lovely little indicator stalk there. I'm surprised with these, considering they were quite luxurious, that you didn't get a rev counter, but there we go. 70 to 71 this one. Got later seats in this one than the previous cars. 07942 636 105 for sale. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. In fact, let's take a look inside. This one's an automatic. Look at all that wood. Yeah, and the good old internal door handle that was used on the Leyland DAF vans until the mid-1990s. It's very, very nice indeed condition, isn't it? It's beautiful. Got a nice coach line on it. Lovely. Even later one here, this would be a 71 only, this automatic one. I think the same colour as the other one. It's beautiful. Lots of lovely wooden leather, but I want a beige leather interior, viewers, and we don't seem to have one yet, so we'll have to see. Also made ambulance versions. Here is one. 70 to 71 on a J. It's interesting how they integrated the profile of the car into the top for the ambulance. Look at that. This one is a manual, 70 to 71 like the ambulance, with overdrive and a sunroof. Imagine it'd be a nice comfy car for doing long motorway journeys in. 69 to 70, this last one here. This one's an auto. Again, a very, very nice dash. Ooh, we've got a Mark 1 Renault Laguna RTI hanging around down there. Yes, we have a Mark 1 Laguna coming up the channel soon, viewers, but we're not here to film those today. Yes, most agreeable. Got a Sherpa van here, viewers. It was the last time we saw one this early. Proper spy who loved me spec this. 1975-76. Bodywork, of course, inherited from the J4s and bits from the Austin Morris JU van and all sorts of things. Basic design remained in production until 2006. This is a later one. It's a freight Rover, Sherpa 230, whatever that means. Freight Rover, I think the mark was introduced in, was it like 1981 or something? I've seen one of these that was an automatic. This one's a manual with overdrive. There we go. Right, we're going to have to start somewhere with this collection of Triumphs. Let's start with this 2000 here. This is a Innsbruck facelift one, 1970-71 on a J. Very much like these. I'm looking forward to some point in my life to having a go in one of these. I've not managed to actually drive one of these ever. I've driven a P6, but not one of these. Yeah, very, very nice. 2500S, sort of replaced the PI from memory. Very late one. On a an R plate, so 76, 77. Very late Mark 1, 1969 only on an H. The bumpers are very slightly different. They changed, I think, in 1966. That's why you can tell it's one of the later cars apart from the registration. With overdrive. Yeah, the 2000 badge in the middle and Rover riders. And we'll go on to this TR250, which is the American spec version, but it's right-hand drive. Maybe it's been converted. The UK specification cars had the fuel injection engine, and they were called the TR5s. Then we've got TR8, 79 to 80 on a V, and a TR6 next to it, 73, 74 on an M. Take a look at the back and see if we've still got the fuel injection here. Don't know. Oh, that's a Solihull built car actually. This TRX has got the later boot release. 67 TR4A, one of the last of the TR4As. That's the year though discontinued. Again, that looks like fun, doesn't it? Independent rear suspension. We're very proud of that. Late TR7 here, 1981, 82 on an X. Actually, yeah, an 81. 81 was one that were discontinued actually. They did sell them into 82, 83, but the last ones came off the production line in 81. Similar age to this one here as well. Also on an X. I have driven a TR7. The rear of the car just didn't seem very well tied down. It seemed a bit squiffy to me, but what I need to do actually at some point is to take a TR7 on a longer drive than the one I had at Great British Car Journey. Here is a TR5. Looking at the TR250 earlier on, this is the TR5. And that has the fuel injection. Again in 1967. 69 to 70 Triumph TR6. With some mini light style wheels. Actually, before we go any further, we'll take a look at the ones that are here as well. This row of 3. Two TR6s, very similar in colour, but not exactly the same. Both on K plates, both 71, 72, and a TR4, I think this is. Yep. So be from the early 60s. That's had us a complete interior swap, hasn't it? Oh, we got interrupted by a flag there. That's a new one for me. Okay, let's start again with TR3 on this road. Oh, there's another one coming in. I almost got run over there. The ears. Occupational hazard. We'll let that go and park up. So TR3, the sort of late 50s. This one. This one's obviously been in some sort of competition, hasn't it? Then another TR6. Actually, 2 of them here. '70, 71, 72, 73 on an L, both with these nice wooden dashboards. TR6 is another car I like to try actually, along with the 2000 or 205 PI or 2000S or whatever it is. Oh, the third one. This one's a bit later. I can't remember this colour now. So it's interesting, isn't it? 73, 74 on an M. And a Stag. Very late Stag actually. Production of these finished in 1977. This will be a sort of final year of production. 76, 77 on an R. And it is for sale. Call Dave on 07774 262 609. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. Another TR6 with an appropriate personal plate. Picture of a previous owner, I gather, on the front of there. 70 to 71 TR6, left-hand drive. Re-imported from America, I'd imagine.
Fancy seeing you here.
I'm always around, you know that. A couple of chaps here from Tesla Motor Enthusiasts. 1967, 1968, Triumph 2000. Again, one of the slightly facelifted Mark 1s with the 2000 badge in the middle and the rubber overriders. That's Ron and Wolf Hatch. They bought that TR250. Facelifted 2000 or 2500 or whatever it is. It might say on the front actually. It doesn't. Oh, we've got a Stag engine. Oh, yes. Yeah, you can fit one into one of these. It makes for an interesting experience. On an N7475. And then here is a very early 2.5 PI. They were introduced in 1968 and the Mark 1s only ran till 69, so this is quite a rare car. The 2.5 PIs were far more common with the facelifted cars. I can't remember what the name of this colour is now actually for those. We've got a plane flying overhead. Innsbruck 2.5 PI with overdrive. Don't know exactly what year that is, got a personal plate on there. Another Mark 1 2.5 PI. I think this is my favourite one actually. Yeah, beautiful looking car. Really nice. Do you get a rough counter in one of these? I'll have to have a look. I don't think the standard 2000s on the prefaces to get one. No, it didn't. Have a look and see if you got one of the 2.5 PIs whilst we're here. Let's have a look inside. No, you didn't get one. Oh, smell! Oh, what a nice, it's a lovely smell. This older cars, isn't it? Where did we start? We started with that one, so we need to go over here. Another 2.5 PI. Actually, there's two of them next to each other here. Both the Innsbruck facelift ones, 1972-73 on an L. And this time, yeah, you did get a rev counter on the facelifted ones. It's not fall over here viewers. Very similar wheels to the default wheels you got on the Stag. There we go, it's the front end of them like this. Managed not to fall over there viewers. There we go, yes, lovely steering wheel, and of course all these instruments in here. Triumph did make some really nice cars in the 1670s. They made some beautiful cars. I drove a 1300 recently and it was fantastic. This one has had the swap to have the Stag V8 in it. Again, it's, I suppose, straightforward if you know what you're doing. Stag. Right, just not fall over here, viewers. Del 33. Another 2.5 PI here. 1971 to 72 on a K. Where is my fuel injection system? Somewhere here. This one looks like it's been fully restored. That's a nice car. I'd love to have a go in one of these 2000s or 1200s or whatever they are. It'd be brilliant. This one, yeah, it's 2000 Innsbruck. That's probably quite useful for getting rid of a wind noise, isn't it? Putting a window down and draft-free ventilation. I wish I had one of those to the MGF line in this weekend. That would have been better, wouldn't it? Yeah, 70 to 71, that one. Right, next section, viewers. I just came back up, viewers, for some hydration from the car, and I've spotted this Triumph Dolomite that's turned up. This is an 1850 HL manual. Has somebody fitted? No, it's not an overdrive, it's just reverses in a funny place, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what year this is. It'd be before like 76 though, because the Dolomites weren't technically badged as the 1850 HL until 76, so This is a pre-HL one, but they're pretty much the same. I drove one of these back in 2022 as well, but owner of that car, it's not this one. The owner of the car I drove is just actually standing over there, which is interesting. Right, let's move on now to the next section. Ooh, the Princess Club is here. I drove a Princess 2 2200 HLS back in 2022, and I quite enjoyed it actually, even though that car had a blown head gasket. It wasn't the fastest. This is an even later one than the 78 that I drove. This is sort of 81, 82, this one. They were discontinued in 82, or production finished in 1981 in favour of the Ambassador, which I was introduced in March 82. So that is a 2 litre HL, I think, that one. Got the Austin Rover badge on there, although the Austin Rover company didn't exist until after the Princess had finished production, which is odd, isn't it? This one's a little bit earlier. One of the higher spec ones with the dual headlamps as opposed to the quad headlamps.
Right, I see.
A 2000 HLS as opposed to the 2 litre HL. As you can see, the badging did change towards the end. And then we've got another one here. Vinyl roofs are plenty. In fact, 4 vinyl roofs in a row. This is also a 2200 HLS. Look at this symphony of brown, brown, brown. This is a 77, so this isn't the Princess 2. But yes, what a fabulous car. Yes. Fantastic. Someone added the Austin Rover badge later on, or Austin Rover badge before it was called Austin Rover. 79 to 80 Princess 2. Very, very brown, sort of mid-brown on the outside and brown in here, and lots and lots and lots of memories for everybody. 1700 HL, so the smallest engine that was available at the time. Then we've got early Princess here, 75, 76 on a P, the base model 1800 with the B series engine. There's the early dash in there and vinyl seats. That is in superb condition. I've seen this car several times, and it is rather good. Then we've got another very nice one here. Look at these wheels on here. I always forget if these are alloys or not, this style of wheel. Another Princess 2, a 2000 HL, 1980, 1981. And then the very, very special Wolseley prototype from 1974. And before you say it, yes, I'm fully aware that Ian Seabrook from the Hubnut channel filmed this car many, many years ago. Yeah, July 74. That is a very, very special car indeed. The Wolseleys were only sold in 1975 for 6 months, along with things like this, which is the Morris badge version. Now, this has a sort of 76, 77 plate on it, so obviously they hung around dealerships for a little later, but introduced in March 75 and discontinued in September 75. So this is what the original ones were like. There we go, individual marks dropped. 75 March launch, 75 September dropped. This particular one was registered sort of later. And it does look very, very nice, yeah. Wonder why it was registered as late as it was, but here we go. Long story, thank you. And here is Michael's Ambassador, 1983 Ambassador 2 litre HL, which I have driven. I drove this car back in March, and it was great. I loved it. It's a fantastic. The brakes are really good on these, and they're very comfortable. Definitely a car that you could use every day if you really wanted to. And then we've got another Princess here, an earlier one. Some sort of funny parking going on here. There we go. Oh, another one for sale. If you want a Princess, now's your chance. 07392 072 840 Dave289@gmail.com. As Mr. Bill from the Fuel Power channel says, this could be yours. And it's in 1977, this one. I believe a 2200 HL. The HLS has got the full vinyl roofs. The HL's just got the sort of part vinyl roofs. On to the next in Austin, Cambridge. This looks like an A60 to me, with the smaller fins in the A55 Mark II. This would have been introduced, I think, 1962. The A60 were introduced. This has got MGB wheels on it, and that looks good. Later grille. This is a 63 MG Magnet. I forget now. There are marks and things, and I forget which one this is, but. There we go. Actually, look at the amazing steering wheel that's in there and the speedometer. Amazingly, you don't need to get a rev counter. Maybe you had to get a Riley to get a rev counter. Then we've got a couple of the Westies here. Right, viewers, I decided not to sneeze on camera. Yeah, Westminster, 1965, A110 Westminster. Not all of these are auto. This one is actually a manual. It's got an overdrive gearbox in it. There were some variants on the platform, such as the Wolseley, by this stage the 6110, and the Vanden Plas Princess. Yes, Vanden Plas, you can say it two different other ways. They're all equally valid. Please don't tell me I'm wrong in the comment section below, because I'll delete it. This is a Mark II, about 1960 or so, I think these would be. And then we've got, is this Austin Gypsy? 1964. They look like Land Rovers, but they are not. They are actually the rival to the Land Rover. Interesting looking thing, but it didn't sell nearly as well as the Land Rovers. And when British Leyland was formed in 1968, of course, the Gypsy was sort of redundant, so they got rid of it. 1976, Mini 1275 GT with a 1.3 injection engine. That's interesting, viewers. I'll let a look at that. That looks like a very nice car indeed. Then we have MGC GT this time. I was wondering when we were going to see some MGCs, and well, today's the day. We've got some MGC action here, 67, 68. Then an MG Midget Mark III with the square arches, 1970, 1971. Which, yeah, it does look nice. And we've got this this Riley, a 1932 Riley 9, just sort of casually parked behind these two. Don't know why you can't go into a normal space, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that car is very old, like I think 94 years old, that car, if I get my maths right. Another Riley. This is a Kestrel or something. Can't say I know much about these really old Rileys. We've got Riley 9 Tourer, Victoria Plum, 1929. It's a 1.1 litre engine. Next is this very handsome Riley. They made some nice cars, didn't they? Wow. I'd say sort of about 1930 or something like that, maybe slightly later. We've got one of the RMs here. I can never tell these apart. I always get confused as to the differences with the RMs. This time we've got an information sheet, so it's an RMB from 1947. Twin cam, actually. That's a advance, isn't it, back at the time? So yeah, Mark III midget with the square arches. 67 I think this would be, or maybe a 68. I don't know what this is. This is like a Sprite or something. Yeah, it is a Sprite with a really weird front end. Okay. So this is a bit of a later one. So we've got the later type front end, sort of, but on a bug-eyed platform. This is actually what these sort of Mark IIs look like. And then we've got oh, a Sebrings, of course, that makes sense, wouldn't it? Sebrings. Again, this sort of Mark II one, whereas this is a Mark I conversion, because the back ends are completely different. Given those two are done WD plex, maybe they're both X works. What on earth is this? It's Notting Healy Sprite, but not as we know it. What has happened here? I've lost for words here, viewers. Let's have a look at this information sheet here and see if we can identify the year of these. Okay, they're both from 62, so I think the Mark IIs came out of 61, so that makes sense. Yes, right, okay. MG midget with a different engine to that. I can't remember what engine that would be. Someone in the comment section below tell me what engine that is, because I'm not sure. Then 73, 74 on an M. 1275 CC one. Another one of these like rare variants here. Again, completely different front end on the sort of Frog Eye platform. There's something weird going on there. Then round arch midget. I'm assuming that's about the age of the car, sort of 67, 68 on an F, but I can't be sure. Someone in the comment section below tell me. So we've got some more Rovers over here. That one we can't discuss. This one looks like it's been attacked by a dinosaur. And the bonnet lacquer is totally gone. Wow, that is epic. 2003 25, just a late pre-facelift one with the K-series engine it would be. Right, check carefully about this one here, viewers. Oh yes, Macaulay built 2.5 V6. 1990 to 2000 plate, very nice. This one's in a monogram colour. Again, we'll be very careful here, viewers. We just have a little check before we say anything. Oh yes, this one's alright as well. I wonder if this is the V6. Yes, it is. Yeah, late pre-facelift 2004. Forget the name of that monogram colour for this 75 Tourer. Is this a V8? Oh, it's a V8. ZTT260, 2003 to 4 registration. Very nice. It's quite a desirable spec, that actually. The colour's nice. Some little friends down here. And then we've got something else for sale. This is a 218 IS. It's like a sort of Junior 200 VI, effectively, one of these. This one is for sale for $995. This is no budget reviews money. Not badged as a 218 IS on the back of it, but that's because they released all the badges off Rovers with individual specifications in 1996 and just called them 200s. 218 IS. There we go. 31,500 miles. Call Richard on 07809 240 559. As Mr. Bill from the Field Power Channel says, this could be yours. Then we'll go on to this 2000 MGF. I could do with a wind deflector the one I'm driving actually, and make it a bit less loud on the motorway. I'm not really sure what specification that one is, but there we go. Anyway, that's it for this part. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for some more incorrect information.